Whew. Today's video is not going to be a kind of advice, but a warning. It's going to be a warning. And this is particularly directed to people who wants to go into plantation crop, tree crop, like coconut, oil palm, date palm, cashew, cocoa, kola, rubber, date palm, anything that is tree crop. And because there are requirements that are not to be joked with. If you want to do this business, you don't want to have a kind of sad story. I didn't I know regrets or anything. There are some requirements you don't just joke with it. There's no way, no two way around it. You just have to abide with it. And there's a particular requirement which I want to talk about today, and I want to make it as a kind of sound warning to anybody who wants to go into tree cropping. And the requirement is that agro-ecological zone. Agro-ecological zone. Don't joke with it. If you mess around with it, you waste your money, you waste your time. And that is the plain truth. Don't mind anybody that is showing you a date palm can do well in the south, and the person is showing you a tree in Kwara State or maybe in Oyo State, and can't you see it is growing? And you too, because of that, you take loan, you take your 10 million naira, and you want to establish a date palm plantation in the south with your money, a desert crop. You are bringing it down to the south. You are taking coconut. You want to do coconut on a commercial base, and you are taking it to Kwara State. You are taking it to Niger State, where the level of rain there will not support the optimal performance of coconut. You are taking oil palm. You are taking it. You want to go and establish in Samfara. Who does that? You now. One of the reasons is that some people will even show you, see, it's doing well now. You can see it is fruiting. Now, the problem with people is that whenever they see this kind of thing, they will say, after all, it's fruiting. If I do it, it will also fruit. You might be unlucky, it will not fruit. And even if it will fruit, 100%, I will guarantee you that you will see far, far below what is expected of that crop if you have planted it in the right agroecological zone. For example, if you plant oil palm, if you have an oil palm plantation in Ogun State or in Delta State, for example, where it's being regarded, Delta or Edo State, where it's being regarded as the natural home of oil palm. If you have a plantation there and you are seeing like 10 tons per hectare, if you take oil palm and you establish in Kaduna or Kano and you try all your best, it's giving you fruit. Hardly will you see 1 ton per hectare. Is that kind of thing you want for yourself? Now, let me now break it down. Agroecological zone. The reason for agroecological zone is that all tree crops are not the same. They have varying requirements, and what we call agroecological condition are things like rainfall, length of rainfall in a year, the volume of rainfall in a year in that particular place, the intensity of the sun, the length of the sun. Now, the relative humidity, and so much and so much. Those are the things that make up agroecological condition. And each of these crops have their requirements for each of these elements. So for example now, date palm, which is a desert crop, doesn't like high humidity, doesn't like water like that. It performs better in a dry location. So it should be done in a dry location if you want optimum performance of that crop. So if you take oil palm, outside is agroecological zone. Though oil palm, and another thing with agroecological zone is that we have the good, better, and the best. The result you'll be getting from the good areas that are good, it will do well. You cannot compare it with the best areas. You will not compare the yield you will get from an oil palm plantation in Delta State or in Edo State. You will not compare the yield with what you'll be getting in Oyo State or in Kwara State, for example, because the conditions are different. The condition in Edo State is more favorable to oil palm than the condition in Kwara State. Now, and it is not that all these big companies are foolish. They are not foolish for setting up, maintaining their base around Edo State. Majority of the big plantations we have in Nigeria, call it Okomu, call it Presco, they are all located in Edo State. It's because of a reason. It's because of the agroecological conditions there that favors oil palm. Another big plantation in oil palm, you will find them in Ogun State. Ogun State is also a rainforest. So because oil palm needs water, it's not that you go and plant it in a marshy environment, a waterlogged area, but it needs a reasonable amount of rainfall in a year, above 6 months in a year. So these multinationals who means business, they know all these things, but people who have just few millions, you allow all these mushroom agro-consultants online to deceive you that come and establish your tree crop anywhere, it will do well. If you take cashew have requirement for savanna condition. It doesn't like water like that, and also doesn't like dry condition. So it's a middle belt crop, and that is why Ogbomoso is best for cashew. Is the best area for cashew. You can do cashew in other southwestern and south-southern part of the country. They will do well, but you will not compare it with the result you will get from Ogbomoso or Kwara State or Kogi State. So I think we should just be mindful of who we listen to. Long-term crop, tree crop, they are long-term investment and they are money spinner. And you will invest a whole lot of money in it. You need land, you need capital. It's not a play that you will now go and do everything the right way. You get your seedling from the right source. You spent money, land preparation, everything. You've sweated, you work your ass off, everything. You get everything right, but you are doing it at the wrong place. My dear, you will not be getting it right. It's not a cause. And at the beginning of this video, I said it's a warning. I'm not here to advise you. I'm warning you. So because we are fast approaching the new establishment season, people who want to establish next year are reaching out already. They are booking for seedlings. They are making down payments for consultation, farm visit, evaluation, and everything like that. So don't make that mistake. If you want to know agroecological zone of crops, you book a consultation with consultant. And another problem with people, they don't want to book consultation. Everybody is looking for free advice. You can get advice for free, but consultation, you will never get consultation for free. You have to pay, make sacrifice for people. I went to school. I studied agric in my university, my master's degree agriculture. I'm working Ministry of Agric. All this experience I have, I gathered it over the years, over a decade. I've been working with farmers. I've been working on my own farm, gathering experience over the years. And you expect me to come and give you those experience for free. Where is it done? Book for consultation, you don't want to book. You don't want to pay consultant for consultation, but you want to get all the best information. Not everybody will be nice like myself, dishing out valuable information like this. And even myself, I will not give you everything. I will not give you the 100% information you need on my YouTube channel, though you will get a sizable amount because I don't hoard information. But the fact is that if you want deep information, you pay for it. So with this, I've come to the end of today's topic, and I hope you got value from this video. If you're actually watching this video, my channel, or you are seeing me for the first time, this channel is dedicated to promote sustainable agriculture. And if that's what you've been looking for, kindly click on the subscribe button to have access to more of my videos. I'm a farmer by training, I'm a farmer by education, I'm a farmer by practice. Thank you for your time and see you on the next one. I remain my humble self, Lawal Lushola Lawal. Sheshe.